Hi and welcome to another Mixed Media Friday. Today I'm doing a double spread in the small dilutions journal, and I'm also going to be using dilution stamps. So she's a little bit different than the original stamp. As you can see, I have replaced her flaming hair with some cogs. And I love, love, love these, they're not cogs, they're gears? Yeah, they're gears. I don't know if you've paid close attention, but in the gears, you have little hearts, which makes them really interesting because all of a sudden it's not only for masculine themed projects, but you can also incorporate that in a more feminine way. It's definitely steampunk. I also used the wings to create some decorations in her hair. And she's green. I guess she's dressed up for Halloween. I didn't want to leave her white. I wanted to limit myself to just a few colors. So because I had started the background with green tones, I decided to spray her in green. And she's kind of funky and I like her. And it fits the quote perfectly. Be bold or italic. Never regular. She's definitely not regular. I love the texture that I got in the background. I used ink through a stencil, I used gel medium, and I also used the paper paste by Viva Decor. And that creates 3 different kinds of texture. We have the gloss of the gel, which dries clear, but you can still appreciate its value because of when I sprayed the Dilutions ink, it reacted differently than the paper paste. And you can still see the ink in the background. So that's a good way. The ink is a good way to add texture to a background without having too much thickness. And I also kept the embellishments quite flat because it is a journal and it's starting to get quite thick. I also added some stickles inside the gears in the middle and then on the little hearts, and I also covered up the red of the main heart here because I thought I didn't like the way it looked. And I don't know if you've noticed, but those little hearts, they actually come from inside the gears once you die cut them. So you can keep those. You can also keep the tiny circles and use them as confetti. Would be nice. And I also added stickles here around her collar. I also sealed the lady with gel medium because I can't find my airbrush medium. So I used a palette knife and I spread the medium on the shape and it worked beautifully. She's totally sealed, as you can see when I traced the letters with a white paint pen, and it's still white, so it worked wonderfully. My palette knife was a little bit green. Whatever was left over on my palette knife was a little bit green. That's because I dragged it across. I would not recommend this type of sealing if you have a whole page with different colors of dilutions. They will mix, but because she was one color, it did not really matter, and it's a small piece. So I like the gradient that I get by spraying the dilutions on this side and then having them run into each other towards the left. Quite happy with this page. It's different, but I like it. It was fun to do. So I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial as usual. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I will see you on Tuesday.